Okay, so today we are going to see the unit number 2, that is called as business and manufacturing strategy. Okay, in this chapter we are going to see how the business can be managed through the strategy which we are implementing in day-to-day life. Okay, now if any business, if any person is having a manufacturing unit, then how they can manage their business, that we are going to see in this chapter. Okay, in this chapter we are going to see the examples of how to implement the strategy when your business is new, and how to expand your business with the effective strategies. Okay, now let us discuss with the manufacturing strategy unit number 2, that is called as a business and manufacturing strategy. Okay, now over here they have given several examples of marketing strategy. Now see, when you are entering in any market, any new market, what are the things that is needed to start uh, with your product, that are going to see over here. Okay, uh, see, a manufacturing is a marketing strategy include a decision regarding. Now if you are starting your new business, then there are few strategies that you need to see. The first one is when to introduce new products. Okay, when and if to exit markets or products. Okay, now pricing strategy, distribution strategy, promotion strategy, now facility strategy. Now see, what are the facilities that you want to have. Okay, when and how to expand. Now see, if you are having any kind of business, you should know how to expand that business by looking at the market condition and by looking at the competitors which is there in the surrounding area, in your local area, right? Suppose if you are having a lot of competitors, definitely your business cannot be grow easily. Okay, you need to stabilize your business, or you need to change your business, or if you don't want to change your business, definitely you need to come with new innovative techniques, due to which customer get attracted towards you. So so over here you need to see your business should be expanded. Now if you want to expand your business, you need to see these strategies. Okay, now how to expand the business, how you can able to expand your business by implementing the new techniques. Now see, online groceries business is also growing in a large scale. If you are having a grocery business, you can put your products to online as well. Okay, online is a platform where you can increase your business in a larger scale. Okay, now technology, facility size and location. Yes, definitely location affect a lot. Okay, if you are having a business in a rural area, right? And in rural area, business cannot be expanded at a larger scale. Why it is so? Because in rural area you can see the level of expansion is not that much high, because there is no customer demand, because in rural area you can see that the purchasing power of people is not high, right? So uh, your sellable capacity is also going to be low in the rural area. So you should see that your business should be in such an area where you can sell your product at a maximum rate. Okay, so location also affect. Okay, now technology, definitely your technology also plays an important role. How you make your product, because while consuming the product, customer knows whether customer also see the test and preference of the product. If the test is good, definitely they will prefer to purchase your product again and again, right? But if you don't have a proper uh, if you don't have a proper product test, then definitely your product cannot be grown easily. Okay, now manufacturing strategy, okay, and decisions that include centralized and decentralized manufacturing, external collaboration, mass production, batch production, and job shop level and type of automation, vertical integration. So these all are the examples of marketing strategy. Now role and limitations of manufacturing in business strategy formation. Okay, business strategy and functional strategy. Business strategy sets the overall directions for the business in the terms of customers, markets, range of products, pricing, etc. Okay, business strategy is typically involved on how effective it is. Okay, whether the companies included the right activities, market, etc. or not. Business strategy and the functional strategy also plays an important role over here. Okay, now the role of manufacturing in business strategy. Typically, manufacturing tends to not lead the organization when it comes to developing strategic goal. The role of manufacturing tend to be more meeting the requirements set by the other areas, including marketing, sales, and finance. Definitely, see, if you have a manufacturing unit, what are the things which needed for you? You need a marketing activity more, because if you are having a manufacturing unit, you make sure that whatever product you are making, it should be sellable. Okay, I mean, you are making a law, you are making, suppose you made 100 units of product, and your product should be sellable into the open market as early as possible. So sometimes, marketing people should be hired by your company. Okay, and and again, the sales, whatever product you have made, that should be sellable. Okay, marketing means you need to make a little bit of promotion of your product also, so that the customers or the wholesalers, retailers, they also come to know that this product is also available in the market. Okay, then sales and finance, definitely finance is required. Okay, if you want to expand your business, definitely over here also finance plays an important role. Okay, then the role of manufacturing, let us see the role of manufacturing. Manufacturing had a more important role in setting the direction for organization in the older days, when manufacturing capacity determined the profitability of the organization. With increased global manufacturing capacity, the focus turned towards the ability to sell what had been produced. This meant greater emphasis on marketing, advertising, and pricing issues. Okay, the perspective of manufacturing turned more inward, especially after the 1960s and 1970s. Okay, even today, the focus of the people in charge of manufacturing is more on efficiency and confidence to require than one of the setting of the longer term plan. Okay, the manufacturing people stated to feel that their role was not strategic. This is a serious drawback of several organizations. Now see, manufacturing turned more inward, especially in the year 1960 and 1970. Okay, this is the arena where manufacturing business start booming in each and every sector. Okay, now you can take the example of manufacturing of car, manufacturing of tools, manufacturing of textile business, right? In this arena, in the year 1950, about 1950, 1960, India has become independent in the year 1947, and after that, within a few years, the businessmen, those people, they have started you know uh, started their own business, because they also come to know that now we have got the independence, and lot of people, they have also seen how the British people do their business, do the business of production of goods and units. So they have also come to know about the idea of how to start with the business. So they have also started by looking at the British people. Now this is the important uh, years through which we have increased our business arena. We have uh, increased the manufacturing of goods. And in Hindi we used to say Swadeshi product. I mean, the product which is manufactured in our country, that we are starting using. Okay, because at that time also there is a restriction of foreign companies to come in India. So there are very less number of companies those who are coming in India, but over here you can see there are a lot of growth. Okay, in the sense of manufacturing. Now, impact of manufacturing, and yes, what are five forces of competition? See, threats of new entries, higher buyers to to entry comes from major source. Now see, definitely there are a lot of competition in each and every field. Okay, now how to tackle that competition? We just want to know what are the problems that we are going to face. See, large economics of scale, significant product differentiation, large capital requirement, highly switching cost, ready access to distribution channel, cost disadvantage independent of scale, this restrictive government policies. These all are the important factors. Now, barriers to entry, large economics of scale, certain industries are viable at large volumes. Scale advantage can occur in any functions including manufacturing, purchasing, marketing, research and development, etc. Multi-business organization can share uh, cost of certain functions, reducing cost, etc. New entries face major risks as a result. Significant product differentiation brand. New entries have to spend significantly to overcome customer loyalty. Okay. Large capital requirement. Certain industries require significant capital outlets, such as aluminium, computer chips, etc. Some of the capital outlay may be due to R&D, advertising, and production equipment. Okay, Xerox created a barrier to entry at leasing equipment. Okay, so these are the large capital requirements. Now, high switching cost could include company retaining technical help, auxiliary equipment, suppliers. Customizing suppliers can make switching difficult. Employee get comfortable with existing system and resist change. So the employer, they don't want to make a change. Okay, so this is also a barrier. Okay, now access to distribution channel. Now see, prime example is shelf space of food store. Existing distribution channel may be redundant to provide outlets to new entrant. Now, now there are few factors, through which we can say that we cannot grow in a certain level. Now, favorite market condition. Okay, sometimes people prefer to have this market condition only. They don't want to switch to the other area. So sometimes they also faces a losses because they don't want to make a change. So this is also called a barrier where you need to make a change, but you're not making the change, right? So change is also a requirement. Okay, now see, in manufacturing unit also, if your product is with new techniques and new innovative ideas, then only your product can be sellable. I mean, nowadays, customers are the king. First of before few years ago, suppliers are the king. I mean, there are a very less amount of suppliers, so they became the king. But now the customers are the king. Okay, so customers knows very well. Customers knows very well how to make a production of goods. Okay, now rivalry against existing competitors, intense rivalry result from interacting factors. Now see, slow entry cost, high fixed cost, capacity, diverse competitors, high strategic stage, high exit barriers, enormous of equally balanced competitors, high fixed cost, slow industry growth. The same can be true if storage costs are high, high strategic, high exit barriers. Okay, now foreign competitors tend to add to diversity. So these all are the factors. Okay, now with the help of this we can see that there are few areas where we need to, where we need to come in positive positive thinking, right? Because there are lots of area where, where we are lacking behind. Now there are things which is not in our control. See, I will give you an example. In the year 1991, before that period, there are very difficulty in entries of new companies in our country. I mean, yes, definitely the private sector can come in India, the foreign private sector can come in India. I mean, the new companies can come in India, but there are few restriction. But at this stage, they have reduced the restriction, right? Because of the reduction of the restriction, the business is really growing now. I mean, foreign direct investment is also started booming at this stage, and the foreign countries, they are also coming with new entries in Indian market. So Indian people is also getting a lot of benefit from it, right? They are also getting a benefit. So over here we need to think how to manage all these activities. Okay. Now see, there are few bargaining power of suppliers. Now sometimes see, whenever in the market you see the level of suppliers are very less. Sometimes in a particular area the suppliers are very less, so they became the key. I mean, they start making they become a price maker, because they are the ones from from you need to purchase from them. I mean, you cannot purchase the goods from the others, you need to purchase the goods from them only. So these all are the things. Now, bargaining power of suppliers. Few suppliers, little threats of substituents. Industry is an important customers of the supplier. High product differentiation on switching cost. Threats of forward integration. Few suppliers. Now little threats of substitutes. Industry is an important customer of the supplier. So all these are the important factors. Okay. Now, how product differentiation. Now see, high product differentiation. Now product differentiation means what? Suppose you have a pen. Okay. Now you have a lot of pen of one company only, but a lot of pen. Okay, but the size of the pen is different. Okay, the color of the pen is different, the model of the pen is different. So this is called as a product differentiation. I mean, the product is different from the other product, right? This product differentiation is also an important factor to identify the market. Okay, sometimes some creative activity has been done with the product, due to which it is called as a innovative idea. And with this innovative, the product can be attractive to the customers. So the customers really want to purchase such kind of product. If the customer willing to purchase that kind of product, then we can say that your creative idea became successful, because the customer has purchased your product. Okay, so these all are the things where where you need to add something new to the product. Then only you can sustain the market, and your product can be sellable. Because at this stage, customers are the key. Before few years, as I have told you earlier also, before few years, the suppliers is the king. I mean, there is a monopoly kind of concept. But at this stage, in each and every field, the suppliers has become a large. Okay, the suppliers are booming. So we can say that in the upcoming days, in few upcoming days, definitely there will be some kind of growth, some kind of more some kind of more innovative some kind of more innovative production can be occur. Because at this stage also, a lot of manufacturing unit, they are trying to make such kind of product which will attract the customers. And you know, this is the important factor from a customer's point of view, because at this stage, you know, there are lots of products available, but each and every product is not sold out in a given stipulated time period. Why it is so? Because you know, customers, sometimes customer don't like the product, sometimes customer have alternative resources. So you should also keep in mind that price also plays an important role over here. Okay, you have to keep in mind the price level. I mean, suppose if you keep the price very high, definitely the customer will try to purchase a product which is the alternative one. Okay, so you should also make sure that the area, the location where you are making, where you are selling the product, there the purchasing power should be there. Okay, the purchasing power of customers should be there. I mean, if you are selling the product, the luxurious product in such a area where, you know, the people cannot spend that much amount, then definitely your product remain unsold. Okay, so you should also keep in mind all this stuff. Now, let us discuss with the strategic choice. Okay, strategic choice is a systematic theory of strategy. This theory is built on the notion of interaction, in which organization adapt to their environment in a self-regulating negative feedback manner so that to achieve their goals. Strategic choice are therefore the decision to select from among the grand strategies considered. The strategy will which will best meet in the enterprise objectives. Now see, overall cost leadership require a tight control in all cost. Companies tend to have a large scale facilities for low per unit cost. Now the company pursue low cost of purchase parts. Companies may look to eliminate margin customers account. Company reduce unnecessary overhead cost. So these all are the important factors of cost leadership. I mean, you need to reduce your expenses, we can say. Okay, you need to reduce your cost, overhead cost also, right? You need to reduce the cost which is unnecessary. Okay, if you reduce that cost, definitely, you know, you are making your budget successful. I mean, you are making your budget in a proper way. So these are the things which you need to see. Okay, now differentiation is the creation of something unique about the product and services. Differentiation may be achieved by brand image, design, technology, features, dealer network, and after sales service. Create barriers to entry by providing uniqueness of product or services. Guide against subsequent product by being not easily subsequent. Focus. With focus strategies, the company target a segment of the market with dominate. A focus strategy allows the company to have a higher margin in a focus segment. The company may use this approach to target weak areas for the competition or to create a position to strengthen for itself. Now, the discussion of generic strategies, cost leadership strategies, skills and resources. Definitely, subsequent capital investment. You should have subsequent capital investment means what? The investment which is in your budget. I mean, you have made a plan and it should be in your budget only. Then superior process engineering skills, hires supervision capabilities, low cost distribution. Now, organization requirement, tight cost control, structure organizational responsibilities, incentives for meeting target, differentiation strategy, skills and resources, superior marketing skills, strong product engineering skills, strength of basic research, creative flair, reputation of equality and technology leadership, organization requirement, coordination among marketing, R&D, and product development, incentives for creating for creativity, ability to attract creative talent from the other organization. Now focus strategy. Okay, combination of skills required for the other two strategies. Combination of requirement for the other two strategies. Okay, now see risks and overall cost leadership. There are few risks when you are not making a cost uh, of a particular product in a substitute in a affordable way. Now see what are the risks. The strategy of risks associated with the reliable on scale and experience as barrier. New technology. Okay, inflation can eat the cost advantage. Definitely, inflation is a such kind of things, through which the value of money get decreases. Okay, and the cost increases. So, uh, so sometimes it is very difficult to you to get adjust with the form of inflation. Sometimes the inflation start increasing a lot, and you cannot able to sustain that in that period. Okay, now inability to see the changes in the market. Definitely you are not in a position to see the changes. Okay, now risks of focus. When there is cost differentiation between the broad range competitors and the focus company become too large, buyers see little advantage on the focused company. Okay, competitors find niche within the focus area and create sub focus areas, driving out the focused company. Okay, now choices of strategy. Now you also have a choices how to which strategy you need to pick up. Okay, now see uh, now we will see the manufacturing focus. Okay, focus manufacturing link with focus facilities to the competitive factors of the business. In it enables the company to gain greater control to its competitive position and centralized focus on the relative competitive advantage. Among the most difficult of manufacturing tasks is responsible for many dis disparate market demands. Okay, manufacturing system complexity often uh, exaggerates the difficulty. Rather than blaming manufacturing for its problems, the company should recognize the manufacturing is complex and profound influence on the corporate strategy. Okay, now see, all companies are in their own words trying to beat the competition. Okay, everyone, those who are there in the market, they are competing with each other. They are trying to sell the product, right, at any cost. See, lot of companies, what they do, they try to hire the marketing peoples more. I mean, if the company is having any kind of production unit, they try to hire more marketing people to sell the product at the optimum level, to sell the product at the optimum level. Okay, now growth, return of scale. A lot of companies report the percentage profit earned by the total value of the sales. However, it ignores the total uh, ignores the amount of capital invested to achieve the sales, and therefore reduce the indicate how well the resources has been utilized. Okay, now there are few areas where we need to understand the marketing outputs. Okay, now see, in order to make decision about the value system activities that ought to include the company's value change, we need to understand exactly what the output of the companies are. Now see, they have given 6 outputs. Cost, definitely cost is the one thing. What is the second output? Quality. you should also need to see the quality of the product. Okay, if you are making any kind of production, the quality should be there, so that the customer get attractive towards the product and they can purchase that product. And if they consume, if they feel better, definitely they will come again and they will purchase the product again. Then performance, definitely performance plays an important role. If your product perform well in the market, definitely it will sustain for a longer duration of time, right? I will give you a few examples. See, in the year 1990s, also in the year 2000s, also, Splendor booming the market, Hero Honda Splendor. At this stage, also, Splendor is also is the product which is sellable in the market. I mean, they are having a huge performance, huge effective performance. I mean, their product is sellable more into the market. Then the next one is delivery. Definitely, delivery is the important factor. Then flexibility, innovativeness. So these all are the things where these all are the important factors of understanding the manufacturing output. Now, now cost, a product accumulated cost of various stages of operation. The lower the cost affords the option of either lower the price to increase margin. Quality, traditionally quality refers to all aspect of product perceived by the customers. Performance, performance design into the product. Okay, if your product is well, definitely, as I've given you the example, you will sustain for a longer duration of time. Okay, delivery, a lead time required to produce and deliver a product, a part of delivery output. In addition, reliability of the promised delivery date is also a key output regarding delivery. Okay, delivery of product is also an important factor. Okay, if you make a proper delivery of goods, definitely your goods can be sustained into the market. Then flexibility, flexibility refers to the ability of producing different products in the same equipment of line. Okay, innovativeness, this is the ability of the company to design the product. Need of manufacturing focus, in order to be able to justice the tasks, we need to understand the specific demand placed on manufacturing by a certain set of requirement and choose the appropriate manufacturing solution that be best meet the needs of the demand. Now, manufacturing system. Okay, now systems that are we need to see which customers. Okay, it is necessary to clearly define what segment of marketing you want to serve actively. Try to serve everybody may leave the people and the system is disarray. I mean, see, there is one slogan: you cannot make happy to each and every person, right? So here also in business, you cannot uh, protect each and every customers. Okay, I mean, if you are entering into the market, there will be some bad experience also, there will be some good experience also. So you need to cope up with that and you need to make a continuation of your activity. Okay, one thing I would like to tell you, that if you want to grow into the business, you need to see that you know you should sustain for a longer duration of time, whatever the condition will be. Okay, so what you need to do over here, you need to understand first of all how the business can be grown. Okay, how you need to grow your business, that you need to see. If you want to increase your production, definitely you need to see that you know your growth can be achieved in a faster duration. Now now over here they have given an example of the market condition, the segment of market. I mean, if you are having a market of selling the goods to the medical shop, right? The toothpaste or the medicines, the medicines or the products which is available in the medical shop. if you are making a production of such, if you are making or selling of production of that goods, if you go to the retail shop, you cannot able to sell your product. I mean, there are other type of products which is available in a retail shop. So sometimes, sometimes these these things also create a problem. I mean, the entry which you have made in one segment, you need to make sustain in that segment only. You cannot switch your business to other sector if you are not getting any kind of profit in one sector. I mean, if you want to switch your business, definitely you can switch. But if you concentrate on one activity only, then the success can be achieved. So over here you need to see the market segment. I mean, you need to see how your market is growing, right? You need to see how your market is uh, replying to your production. Okay, so market segment. Now, which need? Within each customer segment there will be a variety of needs. You cannot meet all the needs effectively. Definitely you cannot protect the need of each and every customer, right? So that is also one kind of system manufacturing, that you cannot protect the each and every customer need. Then relatively price, at which price there will be a value for the customers, and an acceptable profitability of the company. Once the three key questions and answers, the basic business of the company defined. Now the job is to design the system to effectively meet the needs who have chosen to satisfy. Here the design of manufacturing system is critical. Any attempt to use an appropriate manufacturing system for the task will result the poor customer satisfaction and suboptimum profit. Focus factory. Understanding the relation can help the companies to design a right manufacturing system for the required tasks at hand. The most important to understand the relationship among the factors and relating the output of the system. Okay, the problem is how to compete and how to increase productivity. Okay, this is the problem that we are facing. I mean, the manufacturing unit are facing, right? How to increase the productivity and how to compete, because the competition is very high, and you have to sustain into the market. If you want to sustain into the market, you need to see the competition, and you need to keep on coming with the new strategies, with new some innovation in the production, so that you can able to sustain into the market. So over here you need to sustain into the market also, and you need to increase your production also, because if you increase your production, then only the product can be sold at a larger duration, larger volume. So you need to see that there should be a continuous flow of production and selling. Okay, the selling cannot be stopped. If the selling get stopped, then definitely your products goes into the go down. And if the product goes into the go down, the validity period get affected. Okay, and definitely in future your product cannot be sold out, because it becomes uh, uh, because it remain unsold for a longer duration of time. If the customer knows the production date, then definitely he is not going to purchase, he or she is not going to purchase your product. So these are the problems that you are facing. Okay, now we are going to discuss the next part in the upcoming days. Okay, there are few other things also we need to discuss. We are going to discuss in the upcoming days. So at this stage we have completed our uh, topic of manufacturing system. In the upcoming days we are going to see the remaining part. Okay, thank you for your cooperation. Thank you.